Here's how I would fix Elon Musk's English pronunciation in confidence if I was his coach. Step 1. I wouldn't. The problem with Elon Musk is that he is one of the most eccentric, smart, intelligent, fast-paced machines. I mean, this dude is the closest to an AI next to Mark Zuckerberg. I think Mark Zuckerberg might actually be a lizard.
I am not a lizard.
So, I digress. The problem with Elon Musk is actually a problem that you are having as well. That's right. Now, of course, your problem is not to figure out how to fly a rocket from Texas to Australia in 35 minutes. Your problem is that your brain, your thoughts are running way faster than your mouth can ever handle. And so instead of speaking, you are just rambling through the process and you spend a lot of time consuming thoughts. And then thoughts lead to more thoughts, and more thinking just leads to more thinking, instead of actually speaking your mind and becoming better at the process of doing so. So Mr. Elon Musk, I was watching his podcast with Joe Rogan, and this dude could not put together even a single coherent sentence without using ums and ahs and stopping and retrying the sentence multiple times. It's happening because there is a lag. There's a ping effect, right? So in computer games, used to have ping, the delay between when you click the mouse button and when the information is sent to the server, and then the server sends it back, and the person on the other side of the world that's playing the game with you has in the meantime, of course, shot you straight in the head, and you're in Call of Duty and now you're dead, and your game is lost, and you're sad and disappointed and angry, and your life sucks because your English is not where it should be. Well, Elon Musk is also a video gamer at hand, so I think he would actually understand this. His voice is lagging behind his brain. His brain is too fast. His brain is too trained. He's spending too much time in there making amazing things. Right. He makes rockets, for crying out loud. I don't know how to do that. So I could never really help Elon Musk. But I can give him advice. And the advice would be, he needs to learn to slow his thought process down. He needs to catch up with the speed of his thoughts with his mouth. The other reason I'm making this video is because it's obviously clickbait, and you're going to click on it because you want to know what nice or bad things, depending on what you think about Elon Musk, I'm going to tell you. I'm also doing it because I want to talk a little bit faster. As you've noticed, this video is very, very fast-paced, or schnell, as the Germans would say. I'm just throwing that in there because I want to confuse you even further as to what the actual point of the video is. But the point of the video is that you are having issues having the speed balance, the cadence, the rotation of your mouth muscles be in line and in tune and in relation and correlation and causation of your brain. See, I can do that. I can be fast with my mind, but also faster with my words. If I let my brain think just for a second too long about what the next thing is that I want to say, what the next point is that I have to make, what the next thing in the script that doesn't exist because this video is always unscripted is, I will just end up getting confused, and all the ums and ahs will come out, and I will start to think about what I have to tell you, because seemingly you know what I have to tell you, but you don't. You're the audience, and the audience never knows what the future stands for, what is included, what comes next, what am I going to say, where am I going to take this video? Is it just repeating? Is he just repeating the same thing over and over again? He's playing with me. He's pulling my leg. He's making this video just to make fun of me. In a way I am, but I'm just trying to speed it up. I'm trying to make sure that you can see that this is one of the ways we can control our thought process. By speaking. I use speaking as a therapy. I think Elon Musk could use speaking as a therapy. God knows that man needs a little bit of therapy because his thoughts are too strong, because his ideas are too vivid, too big, too boastful, even for the Earth to handle, which is why this man wants to go to Mars. Let's think about it. He's so wildly intelligent and crazy and eccentric that he wants to take a rocket ship, fly people to a different planet, thousands and thousands of miles away, so that he can place them there and have, I don't know, probably peace, silence, because I would assume that there's not a whole lot of things happening on Mars. Well, my point being is that Mr. Elon Musk, and in turn everybody else who watches this content, could do with a lot of dethinking, unthinking, reducing the amount of thinking, dethinkification, if I can invent an English word today. Try to spend a little bit less time in there and spend a little bit more time down here. Try to express your thoughts, try to express your emotions, try to channel out your anger and channel out your energy and share the message with the world. I do it because for me, recording content is actually an extremely meditative process, which is why I do it. I feel very fulfilled. I feel cathartically released. I feel enlightened. I feel illuminated. I definitely feel much more chill after I get a good quality one-take YouTube video recorded and sent out to the interwebs. Elon Musk is somebody I have looked up to for a long time. Not for all the things he's done, because some of the stuff he's done, as we could probably argue in the comment section below, is the stuff that we don't agree with, right? Because every person has the positives and the negatives, the takes that we agree with, the takes that we disagree with. But what we can all agree on is that this man is very intelligent, and there are many more like him, and many more like him are pestered by the same damn problem, the disconnection between our mind and our mouth. Because you see, more thinking will always lead to more thinking, but more speaking over time leads to better speaking. And I know that you and I both are here because we want to be better at communicating. We want to be better at sending out the message to the world, whether it's through the camera of social media, whether it's through the stage of a public speech, or whether it's inside of an office because you're at a job interview or a business meeting. All of us have to learn to be better communicators. Of course, we're not limited 100% by our voice. Again, Elon Musk is a great example of this. If he was a master communicator, God knows where he would be. Maybe he would be flying out to Pluto next instead of just Mars. But the reality is that his expertise has been channeled and fully locked in to his crazy innovative way of thinking. But I think he could do with a tiny little percentage less in his thought and a tiny percentage more in the eloquence of his speech. And he could do that with or without my help, simply by slowing down his thought process, focusing solely for a couple of minutes at a time only on the output of their voice. And so as this video now reaches 6 or 7 minutes in length, thereabouts, because that is my inner gut feeling that I've been speaking for that prolonged amount of time, without any preparation, without any script, without any, necessary thought process required, I'm trying to actually do this as a meditative practice to not think at anything whatsoever at all. I can do the thinking later. You could do the thinking when you're sitting on the bus, when you're flying on a plane, when you're laying in bed late at night, wondering why it is that your voice doesn't sound the way that you want it to. That's when you can do your thinking. But when the action time comes, when the roll of the button is pressed, and you are there in the moment, whether it's the date, the job interview, your public speech, whatever the scenario might be, or me in front of a camera, that should be the meditative practice. That should be the moment of your oomph, your ethos. All of that should culminate in that very moment, and you should be capable of speaking from the bottom of your heart, authentically and vividly and emotionally and geeky and nerdy and, about all the things you're passionate about, interested about. And you can do so without any preparation whatsoever, without any thinking required. And as I prolong this content, this video, this recording, I can keep going for a very, very long time indeed. You and I both know that. But I'm probably going to cut it short at about 8 or 9 minutes because that is the sweet spot for YouTube content and your attention span at the end of the day. This is how I want you to go about it. I know you're not Elon Musk. Maybe you want to be. Maybe you don't want to be. But chances are that there's some stuff that make you and Elon Musk and me feel similar. We are all fast-paced lives, fast-paced thoughts, fast-paced ideas. We all want to do something more, better, faster, stronger, more energetic. And we can do that by limiting the amount of time we spend thinking and contemplating and overthinking and contemplating and making the next decision and sleeping on it and thinking again and just doing it. It's the action that gives you the results. The only reason why English is so beautiful, so superb, so fantastic, so phenomenal, so lusciously nice and lush is because I use it. So let me ask you a question. Would you rather be a yapper or an overthinker? Because you can't be both. But you can pick to be a middle ground. You can pick to be the intelligent, eccentric, rocket-flying, Mars-going individual like Elon Musk, but you will risk being badly spoken. Think about it. Think about your voice. Think about what you want to achieve. And not just think about it. Speak about it. Share it. Ask your friends. Have a conversation. Have a discussion. Have a monologue. Have a discourse. Have the guts to take one step further and actually do something about the main tool that you will use. Because maybe one day you will be the eccentric billionaire and you will be sitting at the Joe Rogan Experience podcast headquarters in Austin, Texas, and you will be the one that somebody else will be making a video about because your ums and ahs and likes and these and inability to constructively put together a nice sentence, you will be the one getting all the hatred. Maybe one day I'll be making a video about you. I don't think you want that. I think what you'd rather have is for me and you to have a nice conversation in person or online with a good level of English competence. That is what we're here to do. That's why I have Flip English. That's what I want to help people do. And if Elon Musk was, by some weird mystery, one of my clients, Yes, I might ask him for one of those flights to Australia because 35 minutes sounds a whole lot more appealing than 13, 16, or 23 hours, however long it takes to fly there on a regular commercial airplane. But at the same time, if he did actually work with me, all I would tell him to do is just slow the F down, spend some less time thinking, spend some more time speaking, and over time, you too maybe would be able to do a 10-minute long video, unprepared, unscripted, unedited, anything, and just ship it to the internet, as I did just right now. Thank you very much. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.